Oh, don't you worry, Kindness. Next we meet, I'll be prepared to fill you with mana. Of course, in the form of Mystic Code attacks, guys. Of course, in that way. You know, it's weird. We've never gotten a Mystic Code that deals damage. Thinking about it. Section 7. The Other Goddess. Beginning. Listen close. Once we make our way into their base, the best case we can find the Paper Moon and info about the tree without any trouble. But we can't count on that being the case. For one thing, the Queen's gonna know we're there, and we cannot take her on alone. Period. She's a goddess who has held on to her power since the Age of Gods. The embodiment of nature itself. I can't even get a good read on her magical energy. We won't have a chance against her unless we take some special steps. That's just how strong she is. All that said, the Queen's not going to kill us. So, we're going to make becoming prisoners part of the plan. Foe?
So, if I understand you, you're saying the Queen will move to capture us.
That's right. She's like a big ball of pure mercy. She's really, truly loves everyone, human and heroic spirit. Once she decides not to kill someone, she won't. She might talk about killing her enemies, but honestly, there's just no one who can threaten her. That's how it went with me. She couldn't even be bothered to fight me, no matter how many shots I fired at her. I may as well have been a fly. She will never bother with sounding alarms, putting out garrisons, or anything like that. The proof that it is still business as usual around here is proof. I get why you would be worried, but don't forget who I am. I am Napoleon, Emperor of France. Not only that, I have had time to reflect upon my failures from when I was alive. So trust me when I say I know what I'm doing here. Guess we don't have much of a choice.
That's true. He seems to know a lot more than we do, and he's also saved us once before. I will trust him too.
All right. I might be kind of a stretch to call this a strategy, but that's what we're going with. I see. So that was your strategy, huh? You certainly are daring for a master, aren't you? I can't say I mind personally. But I also can't help but worry about you, so I'll lend a hand.
So this is the dungeon, Master. We really did end up as prisoners.
Foe. So far, so good. Well, no, it's not all good. Sorry for putting you through that. We could have avoided that battle with Sigurd if I hadn't been so brazen with my courtship. I really didn't think that one through. Sorry again.
Not at all. Your plan did work out in the end.
We did accomplish our goal without losing anyone. It was a close call, but we did make it.
That's true, and nobody ended up hurt either. My Orthonaut doesn't have any critical damage, and it seems everything is in working order. We're in just as good a shape now as we were before we made our way in here. So, I'm a little hesitant to ask this, but... Napoleon, are you serious about...
Ophelia?
Yes, you didn't sound like you were joking about that, or like you wanted to confuse them. So did you mean what you...
I sure did. I fell for her hard. Well, more accurately, my heart just went out to her. I don't think I had much compassion back when I was alive, but now it seems like that part of me has been cranked up to 11. I guess being a servant can be a real pain in the ass, huh? I wouldn't have to worry about feelings and stuff if I were just a mindless battle bot. Anyway, all of that aside, I'm well aware she is a cryptor. I know they're using the Trees of Emptiness to prevent the continuation of humanity, and that we will have to take them out eventually. I know all of that, and even so, I'm siding with you too. I won't betray your trust. I won't stop fighting until we've saved proper human history. Fo? Ho? Do you believe me, Pupper? Easy there, boy. I guess I did say I was okay with dogs, didn't I? Not all the marks I left on history were glorious. I made a lot of bad decisions, too, like the one that resulted in the destruction of my Grand Army. I wasn't very good to the two women I loved either. They must hate me, and I don't blame them.
You mean your first fiancée and Josephine, your actual first wife?
Yes, they were both good women. I promised then I would make them happy. Then I went and let them down hard. I'm the worst kind of guy around. Oh, and about my last wife, Maria Luisa. Or the lover I took when I was exiled. Was I able to make them happy? I honestly couldn't tell you. But I don't pretend the past never happened. If humanity goes away, everything else will follow. Everything. It'd be great if all was lost. If all we lost was just the sadness and tears, but that's just not how it'll work. Everything good and bad will be gone. Forever. My own glory doesn't really matter now, but to see all the joys, hopes, and dreams people have held throughout history disappear, well, I just can't let that happen now, can I? Anyway, since I'm sure you've still got some concerns, why don't we go ahead and make it official with a temporary contract? That'd be great, but are you sure? Oh, you are a good man, Private. Did you forget about my sympathies for one of our enemies already? I really don't like the idea of betraying anyone, but I also can't deny that I have fallen for her. In which case, it only makes sense to have some insurance. So yeah, go for it. It'll make me feel better too. Love does tend to drive a body mad, you know. Not that I'm one to talk. All right, Private, let's do this thing. As I recall from Ishtar, I have to lick your feet. I accept. There, now we have a temporary contract. Oh-ho! It looks like my spirit origin's in even better shape now. This is great. Once again, it's good to be fighting beside you, Mattia. I don't know how to pronounce that word, so I'm going with that. Foe! Oh, are you happy about this too? Oh, you really are a good boy. So now that our contract is in place, back to the plan. We are prisoners now, just like I expected. So this is where we set about taking back the Paper Moon and gathering info on the Tree of Emptiness. If we had an assassin on hand, we could have them sneak in all stealthy-like, but since we do not, I think we'll just have to go with a feint. I'll draw their attention as much as possible, whilst you... Oh?
Senpai?
Uh-oh.
Senpai, you're pale. It looks like the same thing that happened to you at Caldio a few times before. Excuse me, Senpai, but I need to run a quick emergency medical diagnostic while... Senpai!
And just like that, it's time for an abrupt event in the middle of our story. Looks like we're going to Shimosa again. All we get is our mysterious servant. We had to activate our special ability, Gouda Remrem. Well, well, we don't see your kind tumbling down here every day. You definitely didn't come down here of your own accord. You clearly fell down. They must have taken advantage of a flaw in your temporary contract. They were able to forge a contract with you with no problem, but you must have fallen down here when you weren't able to make it to the dream. Ha! I suppose this too is fate. I don't know where, but I've heard your voice before. You're pretty sharp, aren't you? But no, there's no way you know me, and no need for you to. Regrets and voids that gnaw away at people in their dreams are my quarry. No one else's. Factual records of me shouldn't exist. Now then, if we're going to send you back the way you came, we'll have to start by burning these things away. It'd help if you could form your sense of self soon, but that might be asking a bit too much. So stand back. Hang on, I'm still lost, but if it's dangerous, I'll fight too. Huh. Who could this mysterious, dark, lightning crackling person be? That showed up in our dream. Who could it be? Dante's? Nah, doesn't sound like our guy. You think some sort of killing game's about to start? Nah, that'd be crazy. He's not even NP5. Wow, what a loser. Yep, that's the attack up. Easy peasy. Too easy. What is this place? A dream. Closer to a nightmare, really. Once you wake up, you'll forget all about this place. But don't drop your guard just because it's a dream. Your soul and sense of self fell down here. If a beast sinks its fangs into you, it'll rip open your sense of self. If one tears you apart, your soul will just plain disappear. So if you want to make it out of here alive, hurry. Crawl along the path that brought you here and talk to the one who invited you to this dream. Go on, Gouda. Escape this darkness. So yeah, now we can take Dante's with us if we want to. But why do so when instead we can do something more along the lines of this? Melt, get back in the formation. And yeah, we'll just take Nitocris. When in doubt, just bring Nitocris along. And swap us back to the Arctic gear, and we're good. Let's turn the volume down, because it looks like we're going straight to a fight.
戦闘か。なるべくは避けたい行為空だ。ではこうしよう。
我が身はホルスなりしファラオなれば。
空だ。
仕方ありませんね。
ザザーン、ザ
屍
ザ
の
ーン。
暗黒の鏡、扉となり恐怖をここへ。アンプーネブタジュセル。大逆には死を。
つまらん。
気が合いますね。屍の鏡、暗黒の鏡、扉となり恐怖をここへ。アンプーネブタジュセル。怖い、覚悟はいいかしら。怖い。そう切りやればいいんでしょ。
Melt the enemies.
邪魔者にはそろそろご退場願おうかしら。言えなさい、サラスバティメルトアウト。トラント見切れるかしら。アンドゥトロワルツエトワール。歯ごたえがないにも程があってよ。
Well, well. You found the power to summon your heroic spirits even though you're stuck in a dream. Good. That means your sense of self has grown stronger. Remember yourself. Be very, very aware of who you are, and keep moving forward. Come, onward. Melt the books, melt the Twitch chat. We're here. Imagine opening your eyes. Sense those who lack form with your soul. Rejoice, you have arrived. Can you see it? I can see something big. Isn't that... That's right. You already know what that thing is. It may possess gigantic power, but it was power that belonged to a human. It is a hero among heroes, one who tore through supernatural beings to lay claim to glory. Whoever invited you to this dream world, would seem to be a truly fascinating individual. Here he comes. If we can't go around him, we'll have to go through him. Continue onward. Defeat it. See how far your power can take you. You find Kratos? Close enough.
我は門を知れり、汝見ることあたわず。
Look at all those guts.
お好きになさって、お父様。
He's huge, which means he has huge guts.
ではこうしよう。クーだ。ではこうしよう。
貫いてあげる。覚悟はいいかしら。貫いてあげる。そう切り刻む。邪魔者にはそろそろご退場願おうかしら。消えなさい、サラスバティメルトアウト。トラント見切れるかしら。アンドゥトロワルツエトワール。あなたの魔力いいわ。もっとよ。
Heracles' one weakness, little girls.
イグナトゥフルトゥ君が我が手に白金の鍵あり、虚無より現れ、その指先で触れたもう我が父なる神よ。我その神髄を宿す写しみとならん。バラの眠りを超え、いざ究極の門へと至らん。クリフォーライゾーム。
You legit wonder how people did 13 Grets Herc back in the first Nero Fest? I remember doing that. It really wasn't all that difficult. To be perfectly honest with you. Remember, Heracles is very weak to things like evasion, for example.
もっといいわ。切り刻むわ。苦しめ。はっ。アンドゥ。
Uriel as well. Well, now you're just gonna have to get hurt more, Mr. Herc.
重りしろだなんてたまらないわ。邪魔者にはそろそろご退場願おうかしら。消えなさい、サラスバティメルトアウト。これでどう？苦しめ。
最上に近い勝利だが、戦う前に勝つくらいでなければな。
Good work, Berserker. Thank you for protecting me. You've been such a good guardian. But it's okay. You can rest now. Please, let him pass.
Bazaka.
Oh, yeah.
Bazaka.
That sounded like a girl. I see. That voice you heard isn't meant for my ears. It belongs to the one who invited you into this dream. Your soul and sense of self returned to the dream the moment you restored that guard's phantasm. From here, you must continue on alone. Do not look back. Don't make the same mistake Orpheus did. I hope you guys are ready for the better goddess. Not better gameplay-wise, but better in my opinion.
Good evening, Gura. I'm so glad I finally got to meet you. Oh, but I'm sorry it had to happen this way. While you were in the middle of making your temporary contract with the Archer, I kind of went and forced my own connection in too. I think that's what made you tumble into that strange place. But if you made it out, and now here we are, I'm so glad you've made it.
Do I know you?
Who knows? I certainly don't. You see, I'm someone with a deep bond to the Holy Grail. But I'm not actually that person entirely. They say heroic spirits don't usually retain memories from their lives, and that definitely applies to me. I barely remember anything. I'm a droplet. A tiny, tiny droplet that dripped from someone who touched the Holy Grail. A fragment of a self and a soul that was given form. A spirit origin. I am an alter ego. My name is Shitonai.
Section 8, The Other Goddess, End. I'm back. Did I just meet someone in a dream? Again.
Senpai!
There you are, Private. Whoa, fo.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault for forcing a connection with him. But it's okay. Your soul and self are all connected just fine now, so there's nothing to worry about.
Shitonai? It's Ilya!
Of course! Can you hear me okay? It's been so long since I used my real voice to speak, it feels sort of weird to actually use my mouth. Am I speaking alright?
You sure are. We can understand you just fine, little mademoiselle. I never would have thought there was another servant of humanity here besides me, especially one trapped in the same dungeon. Wait, hang on. I don't remember a child being in here with us.
That's right, there wasn't. She just appeared out of nowhere shortly after you collapsed. It didn't seem like she had just stopped using her spirit form either.
Fo.
Oh, that? I was just using a sprouting magecraft. Please don't worry about it too much. Usually I'm connected to the dungeon's depths, but when I saw you making a temporary contract with a heroic spirit, I thought that I'd try reaching out and making my own connection. And now here I am.
So you were already a prisoner when we got here, huh? I guess that makes us comrades in arms.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me introduce myself properly. I am alter ego Shitonai. Iliasvil von Einsburn. I go by that because Shitonai is the one who is most outwardly visible on my spirit origin. That said, Shitonai's name doesn't really belong to this body. I think it would help if I said I was a pseudo-servant, right? As to this body's name, it is Ilya, daughter of the Einsburns. Usually I only let people I'm really close to me call me that, but since we all share an enemy, I'll make an exception in your case.
Ilya, am I imagining things, or... Now I see. So you are the Queen of Ice and Snow's enemy.
Einsburn?
Hmm? You know who that is, Mash?
Yes, Einsburn is the name of a storied mage family with deep ties to the original Holy Grail War. I've seen it in Caldia's database several times. The Einsburns are one of the so-called Three Great Families. And in particular, they're known for producing Justice, the prodigious mage who created Fuyuki's Greater Grail. You really do know a lot about this, don't you? Yes, I'm the last daughter of the Einsburn family. I don't think I'm a heroic spirit who has made a mark on humanity or anything. But I do have an inextricable bond to the Holy Grail, so now I'm a servant on the side of proper human history. Oh, but I should be clear, I'm not actually the last daughter of Einsburn. Does that have something to do with you being an alter ego?
Well, if we take that at face value, it would mean she's an entirely separate personality.
True, and alter egos are listed in Caldia's database as one of the extra classes.
Fo?
Aw, you're so cute. You must be Fo. Nice to meet you, Fo. I'm Ilya. Come here.
Fo!
You're so soft and fluffy.
I know what alter egos are.
You do?
And now they'll explain anyway.
We're an extra class that doesn't show up during normal Holy Grail Wars, so I don't think there's a lot known about us. You must have all kinds of different connections. That may be my class name, but it doesn't just mean my class. In my case, I'm actually a high servant based on multiple goddesses with deep ties to the Holy Grail coming together into one spirit origin.
Yeah, I've got one of those too, basically.
In fact, this body is made up of no less than 3 goddesses' divided spirits. And that's really something, you know?
Yeah, I've got one of those. I got 2 of those. I got 3 of those, actually, thinking about it.
A compound divine spirit pseudo-servant. That's...
I can't believe it. Multiple gods all come together. Foul?
It is impressive, but it also has serious downsides. For one thing, they never shut up.
Really?
How can I put this? It's like these goddesses are roommates that are always fighting about something, with me and my snowy fields serving as their core. They're all very seasoned goddesses, so believe me, it's hard having to play host to that skirmish.
A shadow skirmish between gods? I can't even imagine.
No? May I ask you something, Shitonai? Please, call me Ilya. Oh, okay then, Ilya. You said you materialized as a servant from proper human history. Does that mean... Yes, I'm on your side. Remember I mentioned Einsburn? Well, there you go. There's no Einsburn family in any Lostbelt on this earth now, after all. So a daughter of Einsburn is part of proper human history's resistance against the Lostbelts. Got it?
So you're the goddess Ilya from proper human history.
That's a little vague. But that's okay. You can think of me as a goddess from proper human history who's here to help you. Although I'm afraid I messed up. I materialized here around the same time as that French emperor, but it was long before Skaha Skadi found me and locked me up in here. It's been so boring in here. I didn't even have anyone I could talk to.
Fo.
Oh, are you trying to cheer me up? You're such a good boy. Yosh, yosh.
Fo. A goddess in a dungeon, eh? Alright then, let me ask you. Why aren't you dead? Are you just being kept alive out of love, too?
I don't know. Maybe she just wasn't willing to kill a god, or maybe she wanted to use me somehow. Say, to try and make this Lostbelt exist forever?
I see. Well, I do suppose that's possible. But I didn't see any of the sort of preparations that'd need to be made for that kind of massive spell to sacrifice a god.
Then maybe because I'm her daughter?
Daughter?
What do you mean by that? I'm composed of 3 northern goddesses, Shitonai of the Ainu, Lohi of the Finns, and Freya of the Norse. Now do you get it? Ah!
That's another goddess from Norse mythology, the goddess of love, fertility, and gold.
That's the one. Accounts differ between the Volsunga saga and the Edda, but they agree that Freya was the daughter of Njordr.
Njordr.
And then there's another legend that says Skadi and Njordr were married. According to the Freya within me, Skadi was Njordr's second life, which means she's your stepmother?
For? Aha, that explains it. That queen looked like she was single to me. But according to myth, she is married to the god of the sea, and is the stepmother of the goddess of love. But I never would have guessed. That wasn't really covered in the knowledge I gained when I materialized.
I don't know. This Lostbelt is a completely different history from ours. It seems they diverged in the Age of Gods. Given that Skaha of the Celts is part of the Queen, and that she's the only god in this land. Uh-huh. That particular Skaha Skadi isn't Freya's mother. That's what the Freya in me is saying. Yep. I'm certain that Queen Skaha Skadi was never married to anyone. Skadi, daughter of the giant Pjalzi, and goddess of snowy mountains. Here, her fated marriage to Njordr, or even to Odin, as other legends describe, never happened. Now she's the last goddess left, the sole survivor of Ragnarok, never once having to fulfill her destiny as the bride of the gods. That is what Skaha Skadi is. I bet she doesn't even know that she could have ended up as Freya's mother. But then the Cryptor came, and with her, knowledge of proper human history's Norse mythology. And that's why she just couldn't kill me. So you're the daughter she might have had. Is that why she didn't hurt you, since you're fused with Freya? That's right. To be honest, I have no idea what goes on in the gods' minds either. But even if I am from a different world, knowing that I could have been her daughter if things had gone differently. Do you think that might have been enough to make her think I was special? At least I don't think we can rule it out entirely.
I think it's entirely possible.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh!
You jumped on me again. Oh, you're so sweet. Who's a good boy?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Stop, you're tickling me. Please, I'm very ticklish. Someone please get him off of me.
The il-ya-ya-ya mode is perfect here.
Foe, stop that. What's gotten into you? Why are you in such a good mood right now?
Because we have a goddess on our side now, possibly? Possibly, maybe? Arrow 2.
I've never laughed so hard before. I almost laughed until I cried. In fact, I think that was the first time I've laughed since I materialized.
Whoa.
Settle down, foe. I'm sorry, foe. Wait until we're done talking, okay?
Whoa.
Oh, right. I'm sure that foe doesn't mind the cold since he has that nice fluffy fur, but what about you? This whole castle is made out of ice and snow, so you'll die from the cold if something goes wrong with your protection spells. Be careful, okay? If it helps, I can cast a warmth spell on you.
Oh, that'd be great, thanks.
Alright, here you go.
Warm me with your body, Shitanai.
That should have you nice and toasty in no time. Now you'll be able to sleep soundly, even in a bed with ice blankets and snow pillows. She cast that spell without even chanting. I know it can't have been a major spell, but still.
I guess that's what you get when you combine 3 goddesses into one servant. No, that's just Ilya's. She's just good.
So, I think that's enough about me, right? What should we talk about next?
Foe, foe!
Oh.
Oh. Good question. Now that we have a divine spirit here with us, this seems to be a great time to try and find out everything we can.
Is there something you'd like to know? I'm in a good mood right now, so I'll answer your questions. I know all sorts of things, you know. I've used Lohi's magecraft to kill time, go on dream walks. I know a lot about the castle itself, too, including the people who live in it.
Oh ho, you don't say. What do you know about Sigurd?
Sigurd the Dragon Slayer, wielder of a demonic sword and great hero of Norse legend. I'm not sure if his exploits took place during the Age of Gods or the AD era, and Freya won't tell me. But I can at least say this much about the red-eyed heroic spirit who serves the cryptor. He is not a Lostbelt servant. Or at least his spirit origin comes from proper human history. Freya is shouting that much.
What?
He's not a Lostbelt servant. But that doesn't make any sense. I'm not absolutely certain, but when we observed his magical energy in the Shadow Border, it was very different from a servant of proper human history. And when we fought against him earlier, his magical energy clearly belonged to a Lostbelt servant.
Oh, oh! Well, if the 3 divine spirits that make up Shitanai are all certain about it, I can't imagine they don't have a reason. Or as I'm concerned, this explains a lot. No wonder Ziggy didn't seem like just another servant. Just look at how ridiculously strong he is. I know we'll need to do something about him eventually, but...
Not eventually. First.
Oh?
Sigurd is the one who's keeping the paper moon. You do want to get that compass back, right? Same for the Tree of Emptiness, yes? I'll bet the crypter with the eye patch knows where it is. And Sigurd always goes wherever the crypter goes, even her private quarters. So to get the paper moon back, or information about the tree, we have no choice but to defeat Sigurd.
If you are right, then we have a serious problem. Recovering the paper moon and locating the Tree of Emptiness just got a hell of a lot harder. He is definitely stronger than I am, at least right now. We're not completely out of options, but...
Options? You mean like that buff you gave us earlier?
Nah, I'm talking about something bigger. A real trump card. The thing is, it's kind of a handful.
Well, you do have to defeat Sigurd before anything else. Am I wrong?
Not at all, no. Fo.
You're a great man, Emperor of France. I think you deserve a hint. Sigurd may be very powerful, but he's not invincible. There is a way to fight him. It should also help you resist Skahaskadi's primordial runes, at least to some extent. Is that... Yep, the final option that might just be able to get you out of this predicament. Of course, it's so potent that both the Crypter and Sigurd put a really strong seal on it. So I want you to do your best to get it, and then fight him with everything you've got. Once you defeat Sigurd and recover the paper moon, you can make that Crypter tell you where the tree is. Or you could just kill her and find the tree yourselves.
I don't want to kill her. I want to believe we can reason with her.
I see. Well, of course you're free to handle that however you'd like. But I do think you should try to cut down the Tree of Emptiness as soon as you can. That is a good point. As long as there's even one Tree of Emptiness left, I don't think we'll be able to restore the world. But even so, I think in this particular case, reaching the Wandering Sea might be more important. When we first got here, that was our original plan. The main reason we wanted to cut down the Tree of Emptiness was to lure Sigurd out. No, you can't put off the Tree of Emptiness, it's too dangerous. The longer you wait, the more it will grow. What will you do if it ends up completely taking root? No, you must cut it down as soon as possible.
That makes sense. The bigger it gets and further down its roots go, the harder it will be to chop it down. Oh, the hiccups. Well, if you are not sure what call to make, why don't you talk to the rest of your team? Assuming you can get back in touch with them, of course. Good point. We should talk to everyone on the border about this.
Yes, Senpai. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
So, what is this trick for fighting Sigurd you were talking about? Some kind of artifact or something? Don't tell us it's a holy grail.
Unfortunately, no. If it was a Holy Grail, I would have already gotten my hands on it.
Oh, the hiccups. I'm sorry, guys.
It's a goddess. There's another divinity here in this Lostbelt, in addition to Skahaskadi and myself. She's from proper human history, just like the gods within me, a part of humanity's final attempt at resistance made manifest. And that means she'll definitely be on your side.
Foe!
Oh, right, and I should have referred to her as another pillar. She might not be well defined enough to call her otherwise. At any rate, yeah. There, I just sent her location data to your terminal. I've never used Atlas Institute-style magecraft before. I'm kinda tired now, though. It's been so long since I've talked to anyone, I think I might have overdone it. So I think that this is a good time to wrap this up. The door to our cell just opened.
You know, I think I did hear them saying something about how this prison is secured with a lock made of divine iron. I guess that means a divine spirit can open it up without even chanting a spell. Oh, fo! Kyo!
I wish I could come along, but I'm afraid I need to stay here and go back to sleep. The Queen may not see you as a threat now, but that would change if I left this prison with you. So since I can't come along, I threw in the unlocking and the hiding spells for free. Take care. Hope to see you again sometime.
I can't come along with you because I would absolutely wreck Scotty without even giving her a chance. And the fight would be way too easy. Alright then, let us continue. Oh. Whoa there, Papa. Quiet now. It looks like Divine Spirits have pretty impressive magecraft. Her spells made us completely invisible, even silenced our footsteps and hid all signs of our magical energy.
Yes, now that we're so well concealed, we might just be able to make it outside the castle, even with the Queen's incredible ability to see what happens in her territory.
We're almost onto the big bridge. Once we get there, we'll make our way back up to the ground and get as far away from the castle as we can. So you stay quiet until then, got it? Now come on, you two. Good, we've made it back to the ground. Just a little farther until we are outside of the castle's perimeter. The concealing spell just about worn off. But that's okay. Activate these booster things and get us out of here. Got it. Mash, get ready to use the Olaris board.
Understood, Senpai. Expanding the Orthonaut Solaris board attachments now.
Whoa! Fo!
Foe, what's gotten into you? If there's something in those shadows over... And this is why I can't stand stupid little beasts. I was just about to pounce on you from behind and wipe you all out at once, but then it went and ruined that.
Koyanskaya, you're in this Lost Belt too?
Of course I am. Whether at the ends of the earth, the ends of space itself, or even a snowy country still stuck in the Dark Ages with no entertainment at all. Even if I have to play nice with Queen Lonely Hearts, who's deluded herself into believing everyone loves her. As long as there's a chance to make a profit, NFF services will be there. Ugh, I really thought I could have counted on someone else to take out the trash. But you know what they say, if you want something done right. Are you here to torment innocent people again like you did in Russia? Well, look at you, little girl. Looks like you can put up a halfway decent fight now. Well, that's just terrible. Are you sure you aren't the cold and heartless ones around here? Still, I couldn't care less about the people here one way or the other, so I'll just let that comment slide. Now then, getting down to business. If you're about to leave, then it's time for you to pay up what you owe. This ice castle may be deserted and downright awful to live in, but in this world it's on par with a 5-star hotel. Accommodations that luxurious don't come cheap, you know. Let's see. A short stay for 3 pathetic humans and 1 ratty little furball. That comes to 5 quadrillion QP. But not to worry. If you can't afford to pay in QP or quartz, then I'll happily settle for watching your death agonies instead. I did tell you back in Russia that I'd see you again, didn't I? I'm as capable as I am beautiful. And unlike you humans, I never break my promises.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa now, who is this lady and how the hell do you know her? She's beautiful, sure, but she's also got the darkest aura I've ever seen. Josephine had her bad days, sure, but never anything close to this.
You're awfully sharp for a servant I've never met before. It'll be a pleasure to kill you. Okay, everyone, that's enough chin-ups down there under the bridge. Come on out and announce yourselves with a nice loud roar. Master, a large group of giants is emerging from under the bridge.
Who is this woman? Some kind of beast tamer? Does she come from the Bolshoi circus or something?
That's Koyanskaya of NFF Services. She's working with the Cryptors and was partially responsible for destroying Chaldea.
Pawning your dirty work off on subordinates again, eh?
Of course. Wrangling subordinates is what I do. Besides, you 3 just aren't enough to motivate me personally. I don't deal with the bottom of the barrel myself. If you want anything to do with me, you have to show you're worth my time. Alright, Jotnar. Time to get to work. Special honors go to those who do an exceptional job, so make sure to kill them all. There are even more giants coming up from under the bridge now. Master, this is...
There's no reason for us to fight on her terms, Mash. Let's just get out of here. I can see you've got some history with her, but save it for later. Let's do this, Gouda. Mash, hurry up with those boards while we work on opening up a path.
Right, understood.
No. Allow me to take Koyanskaya on one-on-one. I think I've got this.
Yeah.
つまんない連中だな。僕ちゃん、こういうのどうだ？
お父様。
35 giant boys.
尋常に。ガッテン承知の助さん。トト様、またカゴを変えやがった。さあ、ぜひょんなもんだ。面白そう。
Is she weak to harem protagonist EX? Everyone is weak to harem protagonist EX.
本そじりしたそうか。本若知り H リベイそうか。 富岳36系神奈川沖波浦すさび。我は禁断の飛躍。トーンときたよ。イグナトゥフルトゥ君が我が手に白金の鍵あり、虚無より現れ、その指先で触れたもう我が父なる神よ。我その真髄を宿す慈しみとならん。バラの眠りを超え、いざ究極の門へと至らん。クリボーライゾーム。超こざいな。苦しめ。
These poor giants have no chance.
つまんない連中だな。他にやることないの？
お好きになさって。いい、面白そう。ひょんなものだ。苦しめ。あらよ。
This isn't even a fight, this is a slaughter.
ダダ様、お勤めだ。いいわ。本そじりしたそうか。本マカシリエイジリベイそうか。富岳36系神奈川沖波浦すさび。
無駄だ。
苦しめ。
行くぞ。
面白そう。したり。
計略だ。
苦しめ。あらよ。
Chat, their time is up. My time is now. They can't see me because my time is now. John Cena theme intensifies.
すべては僕の思うままってね。行くぞ。
いいわ。トーンときたよ。
これぞ大軍師の究極陣地。帰らずの陣。
苦しめ。あらよ。解き放面白い。いいわ。イグナトゥフルトゥ君が我が手に白金の鍵あり、虚無より現れ、その指先で触れたもう我が父なる神よ。我その真髄を宿す慈しみとならん。バラの眠りを超え、いざ究極の門へと至らん。クリボーライゾーム。苦しめ。はっ。
I will never ever stop loving how amazing Abigail's Noble Phantasm is.
お父様
It's so damn good.
じゃあこういうのどうだ。つまんない連中だな。他にやることないの？
基地だ尋常にトド様お勤めだいいわたっぷり炭をするさ苦しめオンそじりしたそうかオン若知りエイジリベイそうか富岳36系神奈川沖波浦すさび
計略だ。
There, we killed enough of them. Game says, alright, you win. We should use Form 3 MP as Form 1? No. You aren't corrupt enough if you're not in Form 3.
There, we've secured an exit route. Now's our chance, Master.
Full speed retreat! Full off!
So they got away. Well, I guess it's nothing else. If nothing else, they passed that test of ability. They're certainly experts at running away. First they knock the giants aside. Then they make a getaway on Magecraft skis. I certainly can't say I was expecting that. Admittedly, they're still well within sniping range. But the smart money says to leave them alone for now, especially since I've already got everything I came to this Lost Belt for. Might as well let these humans fight it out among themselves, and I can just sit on the sidelines with a bag of popcorn. Caldians, Cryptors, humans are humans, and being around them makes me sick. I have no interest in either side, except for where it comes to you, Ophelia. Sort of. It's such fun watching you come to grips with your wish for destruction. You don't even realize you're harming others. You think you're just a poor scapegoat, even as you blindly blunder about ruining everything. Much as I don't care about them, I can't deny it's fun watching humans like that. This Lost Belt's beauty is all built on thin ice, and your naivety is going to show off just how frail it is.
God, I love that face. I love that face with every fiber of my being. That face says... It says many things to me. Alright. Section 9. Like the spring sunshine. Beginning. When did things get like this? I believe this is... Scotty? Possibly?
Whenever I see two birds flying around the sky, I think back to the Age of Gods, to the long distant past. Back then, the world was vividly real, and great gods oversaw everything. Yes, there were cruel competitions, and wars replete with tragic loss. But it seems to me that the world back then was one of pride and dignity. Freya offered blessings of love and fertility. Njordr supported the sea and watched over the seafarers and fishermen of the world. Baldur gave us light and beauty, while Mimir gave us the sacred well. Even during battles when, by all rights, lives should have been lost mercilessly, Odin and Thor were there to keep watch over the proceedings. I was there. Back then, I really do think we all loved one another. And not in the intense, feverish way that leads to people getting hurt. I think it was more the gentle sort of love, like the spring sun warming your skin. At least, that's how it felt to me. Which is why I don't understand. How did we end up drifting so far apart? How did we end up with such ugly, horrifying feelings within ourselves? Feelings colder than the merciless ice, and hotter than a raging fire.
Feelings.
The targets fought off Koyanskaya's attack and made their escape. It's still unclear which path they took once outside the castle, but knowing your majesty, I imagine you already know exactly where they are. In addition, we found signs that the targets had come in contact with the imprisoned Divine Spirit amalgamation. I'm only speculating here, but I believe the prisoner may have told them about the dangerous element sealed away in Mount Hinderfell, number 2. Just tell us where they currently are, your majesty, and Saber and I will head out and recapture them. No, it's not important. Just leave them be. I have already decided to love both the children of Chaldea and the strange archer with the unwieldy cannon. Do not force me to repeat myself yet again, Ophelia. I will not allow them to be killed. But, your majesty... You are the one who empowered Sigurd's spirit origin, are you not? He is not capable of anything so delicate as capturing prisoners. He would much rather kill them. He will cut down anything in his way. The Celtic woman within me tells me with absolute certainty that that servant cannot be easily used. He is himself like a demonic sword, inevitably bound to hurt its wielder. I suggest you occasionally spend some time reflecting upon yourself, Ophelia Farmsalone, daughter of humanity. While you are at it, give some thought to that girl, Mash, as well as the archer. Very well. That archer, Napoleon, couldn't possibly have meant what he said. He's nothing more than a ghost, an empty shade of a human mocking me. Obviously, it was nothing more than a ploy to get at me. Did he really think I'd fall for something so absurd? Still, I should have visited them in prison. I shouldn't have let that archer deter me from that. Now I don't know if I'll ever get to talk to Mash again. Hi! Koyanskaya here! Reporting back from the front lines. There's nothing quite like losing my whole private army. I'm afraid the contract with these giants I borrowed from Her Majesty is now null and void, since I kind of made a botch of that attack. With all of my dependable Jotun gone, I guess that means I've finally had a major loss. And yet I seem to not be the only one down in the dumps here. What's the matter, Ophelia? You're in the Queen's good graces. You're one of the Cryptors, and a part of their successful plot to completely upend the entire world. And what's more, you command an incredibly powerful servant to boot. So what could possibly be bothering you? What's on your mind? None of your business. Didn't I tell you to stay out of my room? Now, we girls have to stick together. This attitude right here is why Miss Kyrielite doesn't want to be friends with you, you know. What would you know about? More than you think, honey. Believe it or not, I'm actually very sensitive to human emotions. On top of that, we're actually fairly similar. I know you like you're my own sister. Similar in what way? Well, there's the fact that we both put our jobs first and foremost. We're both driven and meticulous, yet we become hopelessly devoted, perhaps to our own detriment, when it comes to love. What is she talking about? But enough joking. In all seriousness, you make me sick. A real woman is supposed to be able to balance her work life and love life. But you have feelings for Daughter of Oden, but you just can't relax about it. You can't stop worrying. You believe what you're doing is right, but you're still not comfortable with it. You love him, but you can't fully commit to his cause. You cling to him even as you keep your distance. Do you know why that is? I'll tell you. It's because you've never really had someone help you before. You've not even had so much as a single friend in all of your life. Isn't that right? A friend. A mage's life is devoted to her magecraft. We don't need friends. We don't. Yeah, that's so sad, you cheeky little thing, pretending like you don't need others to survive. Oh, Kirshtarya's going to be so disappointed. He may like to talk big, but deep down everything he does is motivated by a deep love of humanity. Even though he knows all too well that, at their heart, humans are just wild animals instinctually driven to help, respect, and kill one another. Listen, honey. As long as you have minds of your own, hopes and dreams aren't going to keep humanity going. You need to have a bit of sympathy and affection too, you know. All the more so if you were never able to depend on family. Really, I'm surprised you didn't jump at the chance to marry that archer who proposed. Are you just incapable of swallowing your pride? Or is it more that you're afraid to be honest with yourself about the fact that you've never really trusted anyone? I'm not... Oh, yes, you are. Right this very moment, you're so scared you can barely stand it, aren't you? Even though this place is a never-ending Wednesday. Stop it. Poor little rich girl. Even though you'll never have to worry about the oh-so-terrifying Sunday here, you still can't shake your anxieties about it. But you don't have to tremble in fear anymore, Ophelia. Remember where you are right now. Go on, take a look around. This Lostbelt's a never-ending Wednesday. That's all there can be after Oden went and died. There couldn't be any better world for you to live in, Ophelia Farms alone. Stop it. One more word and I'll wipe you out of existence. I don't care what you think you know about me. Keep talking about it and I will kill you. Leave. Right now. If you're not gone by the time I get back, I'm sending my knight after you. Is that clear? Oh my, how dreadful. Was it something I said? Well, they do say good fences make good neighbors. Very well. I apologize, and I won't mention it again. On a different note, you're leaving already? Didn't you just get back? I'm going to the terrace. I need some fresh air. That put some fire back in her eyes. Maybe I was overstepping my bounds a bit. What do you think?
I don't know what the point of you women talking to one another is, and I don't care. Either you were giving her a pep talk or you were trying to piss her off. Which one was it?
Which do you think it was?
What are you, stupid? Why would I be asking if I knew? Well, no matter. It doesn't affect me one way or the other. Play around all you like, but if you go too far, I'll kill you.
Oh, I'm so scared. This is exactly your problem, Mr. Demonic Sword Knight. Or should I say, your Majesty. I know what I'm doing. I would never treat a valued customer with anything less than the utmost respect. And since we also have the Tree of Emptiness and that unsightly queen to worry about, I'm counting on Ophelia to help this Lost Belt's true nature shine through.
I really love the way that Koyanskaya operates. It's good. It's really good. All right. Section 9, Arrow 2. Hiccups. The hiccups never stop. Hiccups. Hiccups never change.
Another lovely day. It doesn't even look like we'll have to worry about a blizzard, Senpai. At this pace, we should be able to reach our destination before sundown.
It is great weather today, isn't it? Foe!
Good morning, Foe. Did you sleep well?
Oh!
I finished packing up the Caldia Easy Camping Kit. We can get anywhere you want, Master. Or we can get going whenever you want, Master.
Ah, what a great morning. It may be awfully chilly here, but at least the weather is always nice and calm. I was a little bit worried we might have to shake off some pursuers, but luckily we made it through the whole night without incident.
Thank you for standing guard all night, Napoleon. It really helped us catch our breath and rest a while.
Mon plaisir, mademoiselle. The stars and the aurora made it really easy to pass the time. Besides, I gotta use the right tool for the job. Since we heroic spirits don't need to sleep, I was obviously the best choice. We don't need to eat either, of course, but we can still enjoy a good meal. I must say, these rations you brought with you are impressive. I had no idea we had come so far with how we made and preserved food. If only my Grand Army had that kind of food. The best we could come up with was bottled goods, and trust me, those weren't of much help in Russia. I wish I had been able to mass-produce canned goods. Things might have turned out differently. You offered 12,000 francs to anyone who can make better rations, right? You really know your stuff, Private. That's right, I held a contest to see who could come up with the best way to improve our rations. A confectioner by the name of Nicolas Appert ended up winning. He came up with the airtight container and the idea to sterilize them with heat. Of course, since we used glass bottles, they ended up breaking all the time, which was a real mess in more ways than one. Oh.
But you did still pay Appert the full reward, right?
Of course, I am nothing if not generous, you know. Besides, he had some really great ideas. Canned goods and those things you call vacuum packs all originate from Appert's work with bottles. That goes for Caldia's rations as well. It's pretty impressive when you think about it. Anyway, now that we have had breakfast and our morning chit-chat, shall we be on our way?
Yes, I'm ready whenever you two are. I would have liked to report our current status to everyone on the border before we left, but...
Foe.
Yes, Foe. I know there's no point in asking for the impossible. Even if Da Vinci has expanded her Mystic Code's drone's comm range, given our current location...
We're just too far away. There's no way it could reach all the way out here.
Right. At the moment, calling them just isn't feasible.
I guess we'll just have to find this other goddess first. On with the ultra-high-speed cross-country ski tour. I wonder if we'll have to scale a mountain before we can reach her. Why can't words just be normal?
Our destination is Mount Guldopigen, the tallest mountain in all of Scandinavia. According to the data Ilya sent me, this third goddess should be imprisoned in the mountain's peak. On a map from proper human history, it would be located on the old Jotunheimen Highlands, but
around here, it's at the very edge of this endless string of snow and icy mountains. At least it's a straight shot there.
right. We're currently about 230 kilometers away. If I can maintain my booster's second gear, we should reach it in a few hours.
You have some awfully impressive equipment, and its magical energy efficiency isn't half bad either. Once we get this third goddess on our side, I would love to have a word or two with whoever made it. Especially since my skis are handmade. Fo. No, even I couldn't ask someone to carry me like you're getting done. No, really, I couldn't. I won't, I mean it. Mademoiselle, make sure you hold on tight to Private Gouda. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the pace. With the strength and stamina of a heroic spirit, cruising at 200 clicks per hour is a breeze. Still, I can't really keep that speed up all the time with the obstacles that keep popping up. Like, say, giants or a pack of wild animals. Case in point...
Yes, I see them. Master, I'm detecting several magical energy signals in our vicinity. They don't appear to be giants.
They're ice beasts. It'd take too long to go around them, and we don't want them calling their friends for help, so I'd say we just take them out nice and quick. Alright, let's do it. Keep it quiet so the giants don't take notice. You've got it. Life is unfair.
戦闘か。なるべく避けたいところ
We are currently on Chapter 9.
ああ、
切り刻むは仕方ありませんね。
無駄だ。
楽しみましょう。大逆には死を。我が身はホルスなりし、ファラオなれど。ミトクリスの鏡を見たいのですね。屍の鏡、暗黒の鏡、扉となり、恐怖をここへ。アントゥーネブタジュゼル。
つまんない連中だな。他にやることないの？じゃあこういうのどうだ？
あら、怖い怖い。ぶち抜いてあげる。貫いてあげる。
Is gamer. Is Skarmer.
蹂躙しろとあら。
Hello, Jay is insane. How are you? Thank you for the new follow, dude. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you.
行くわよ。行くわよ。行くわよ。行くわよ。行くわよ。サラスバティ、メルトアウト。トランプ。やればいいんでしょ。仕方ありませんね。アンドゥ。私のしもべになりますか。ではミイラから下積みですね。
We've destroyed all the ice beasts. The battle is over.
All right then, let's get our march back underway. We can even make a friendly race of it.
I'm sorry, Napoleon, but I have to refuse. That would be far too dangerous.
Foe. You're siding with the Mademoiselle, Papa. Just be careful the wind doesn't blow you away.
Equipping the Orthonaut Solaris board attachments now. Boosters activated. Switching from thruster mode's first gear to booster. Olaris boards. Standing by in 3, 2, 1. Ignition! Whee!
Well, hey, I can't say that getting an SSR spook is ever a bad thing, Jay. Sounds like a good day for you. All right, let's head into this big flaming mansion. Back to Abigail. Oh-ho! I've never seen anything like that before. The whole palace is on fire. Foe!
This whole building looks like it's made of ice, and there's a wall of fire surrounding it. The fire here is just like the fire in the ice mountains. It's not melting anything around it. Like, it's just suspended in the air and not burning anything at all. A palace of fire.
Foe! Q! Don't go near it, foe. Foe! Oh, this fire is definitely made with magecraft. Nothing else could keep it burning without melting the ice palace. Maybe there's a rune of burning inscribed somewhere, or maybe the fire was brought here from a nearby mountain. Whatever the case, it makes for a hell of a bounded field. I can feel it tingling on my skin all the way down here. But that only makes sense. Of course Mount Galdhopigin, the highest summit in Scandinavia, would have a fiery fortress on top of it. We are trying to bust out a goddess who could be the key to turning everything around here after all. It'll take more than a barrier of magecraft flame to turn this heroic spirit away.
Please be careful, Napoleon. I think this is the Palace of Fire. Both in the poem Sigurd and of Poetic Edda and the Volsunga saga mention a palace on the top of Mount Hinderfall surrounded by a fiery hedge made from the shield of the gods. It was called the Palace of Fire. It's a bounded field created by Odin himself. This could be a large-scale ritual that uses magecraft taken from mythology, or perhaps a bounded field that's been in place since the Age of Gods.
Those flames. The shield of the gods. Nah, this bounded field hasn't been here since the Age of the Gods. At best, it's an imitation. A bit of a fancy magecraft that just looks the part. Use those baby purples of yours, mademoiselle. I know your senses are dulled from the magical energy in the snow and fire around here, but look closer. There they are, inside of the fire, plain as day. Foe! Kyo! Oh.
Now I see them. Those are municipal giants, just like the ones at the castle. I could tell they were stronger than the Jotnar or the Burgerzar, but now there's several of them.
They're walking around in that inferno like it's a cool day in autumn. Damned impressive. I love tough sorts who are proud of it. I don't see anything wrapped up like before, but given how their legs are in chains, I'm guessing they're here on guard duty? Maybe the Queen's just into that sort of thing. Or maybe, could it be Ophelia? Truly. Whatever these guys have going on, it's in very poor taste, considering the old Jotunheim and Highlands of Myth weren't exactly the place to be for the likes of them. If there's one thing these Muspel over there are lacking, it's charm. Don't you agree, Fire Giants? You're a spirited bunch, aren't you?
I wouldn't have guessed the Giants were such good sports. Right, we'll need to get through them if we're going to fulfill our objective. Orthonaut's output is stable. Auto maintenance function activated. Amalgam Goad standing by.
Alright, let's smash our way through these guys. Detroit
Smash. Eh.
一気火星に滅ぼしてくれよ。やるぞ、マスター。くだ。
いいわ。
やればいいんでしょ。
苦しめ。
楽しみましょう。
Rude. How dare you attack my melt?
面白いわ。苦しめ。はっ。
アンドゥ。
持ったよ。
やればいいんでしょ。
これでどう？トランプ、おあいにくさま。
Big old mythological giant enemies being defeated by ballet.
待って。もうすぐよ。
So it is written.
イブトゥンク、ヘフエ、ウグルクドゥル。
あら、怖い怖い。貫いてあげる。
あなたの魔力、
蹂躙しろだなんてたまらないわ。
イグナ、トゥフルトゥー君が我が手に白金の鍵あり、虚無より現れ、その指先で触れたもう、我が父なる神よ。我、その神髄を宿す慈しみとならん。バラの眠りを超え、いざ究極の門へと至らん。クリボー、ライゾーム。
トラント。邪魔者にはそろそろご退場願おうかしら。消えなさい、サラスバティ、メルトアウト。歯ごたえがないにも程があってよ。
The giant looked like it was hot, so we cooled him off by melting him. We're so nice. Nice work with that shield. It's even throwing the giants off balance. Alright, I think that calls for another cannon blast. Take this!
Target silenced. That takes care of the last Muspel. Does that mean the battle is over for now?
No, I'm afraid it's not gonna end that easy. There's still more of them, mes amis. It's still hard to make out magical energy here, but that's not the only unusual thing in the air. Can you smell it? Ew, Napoleon, don't talk about your farts.
Now that you mention it, I can faintly make out hydrogen sulfide.
That smell is sulfur. That's the scent of a volcano. Take another look at the flames, and then at the palace. Does it look like the flames have gone down in intensity at all? Have the palace doors opened up? The flames haven't died down at all.
I can't find so much as a seam in that bounded field. Maybe this means we need to use Magecraft to break through it. Disabling such a powerful bounded field would be a problem for Senpai and I. Neither of us are able to use powerful Magecraft like that.
We need a caster to help us, but with things as they are, we can't count on summoning one long term. Not to mention we still have those guards to contend with.
Here they come! More Moosepil are emerging from the fire!
Ooh la la, there's even more of them now. This must be the rest of the pack. The smart move here is to rush us all at once. The smart move here is to rush us all at once, fire giants. Don't bother coming one at a time.
Fo? Kyo?
No, easy there, Papa. I'll pet you all you want once the battle is over. But right now you should stay back.
What's that sound?
Up in the sky. It's huge.
Senpai, behind me, get down!
Fo!
Senpai, look! What is that? I'm not sure. It looks like some sort of large flying creature? It's Ice Queen. Ice Queen. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Actually, nah. Let's bring someone else. But who? Let's bring the Queen of the Dead. The Queen of Kerr. Come with me. Uresh Kagal.
私の出番ね。見てなさい。荘厳に決めるから。いい度胸ね。気に入ったわ。死の女神エルシキガルが命じます。いいわ。死の底まで落としてあげる。
Behold my team of goddesses. And waver.
お願い、メスラム隊よ。冥界の守りを知りなさい。これが私のクルティガル・イルカルラ。アンドゥ楽しみましょう。固く縛るわ。やればいいんでしょ。トランプやるわ。楽しみましょう。
Waver is a goddess. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have realized. What with chat's preferences and all.
厳しく固く縛るわ。閉じ込めてあげる。そこ動かない。
It's time to eat this ice cream.
ではどうしよ
あら、怖い怖い。覚悟はいいかしら。 重力やればいい。切り刻むわ。邪魔者にはそろそろご退場願おうかしら。消えなさい、サラスバティ。メルトアウト。トラント、見切れるかしら。たまらないわ。バリアシオンパラディオン。
My critical stars! How dare you, ice cream?
Hmm. ではこうしよう。仰せのとおり。
厳しくいくわ。
切り刻むわ。
無駄だ。
やるわ。
楽しみましょう。
つまらん。
固く縛るわ。でもまあ、
仰せのとおり。
やればいいんでしょ。
少しは優しくね。閉じ込めてあげる。
無駄だ。
アンドゥ。
Well, I thought it was really unlikely that I wouldn't get any melt cards, but just in
厳
case,
しくいくわ。
思う存分
I
やって。
prepared another Sarasvati meltout.
邪魔者にはそろそろご退場願おうかしら。消えなさい、サラスバティ。メルトアウト。歯ごたえがないにも程があってよ。
Damn, this thing is tough. I still can't tell what the hell it is, but it looks to be about as hard as a sphinx's face. The fire giants certainly aren't helping either.
It doesn't look like they're working together, though. It just looks like they're both so focused on us, they're not even seeing each other.
Yep, I would say you're right about that. I must have really pissed this thing off. I just wish I knew what I did to make it so angry. It doesn't look too bad at a glance.
Breathe.
I think it might have just laughed. Nope, I still got nothing. I don't understand. I don't suppose you two have any ideas, do you? Looks kind of like a living creature, I guess, the way it's moving?
I agree, Master. It seems like it is, too. It's exceptionally aggressive. If it were made from magecraft, I'd expect it to be more mechanical. It could be a phantasmal unique to this Lostbelt. Or it could be a demonic beast from a self-contained ecosystem that's never been mentioned in any myth or legend.
Fo! Kyo!
It's not. Well, go on then, Fo. Tell us everything you can.
Fo, 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 fo. You know what it is, Fo? Fo, fo, fo.
Sorry, Senpai. I can grasp the idea, but I can't exactly make sense of it as a language. I've always admired Dr. Dolittle, but I'm afraid I just don't have that kind of talent.
I mean, don't worry. Hardly anyone can talk to animals.
It does happen occasionally. But no, you're right. Resuming combat mode.
We need to take the giants out first. Things will get out of hand real fast if they gang up on us. 3 fire giants left. Alright, let's do this thing. I'll fill them all up with holes. 1. 2. 3. Break 'em, smash 'em, make your way through.
We've destroyed all Muspel. No, wait, the third one's still alive.
And here I thought I had scored a direct hit. Aha, now I see. This one's a real fiery warrior. It used its fallen comrade's body as a human, giant shield. Brave and cold-blooded. I love it. Oh, oh! Oh there!
Phew. He started hurling boulders. I mean, large blocks of ice, but don't worry. I can block them as long as I stay focused on defense.
Do it. It's time to take this guy down for good. Ha! Let's see how you like a barrage!
Consecutive impacts confirmed, but the unidentified creature, and last remaining Muspel have been...
Get out of here!
The unidentified creature has been sent flying directly into the palace. The firewall shows no signs of going out, but the palace's outer wall has taken significant damage.
Sorry about that. I tried to hold back, but the damn thing was so tough I ended up really going all out. Ah, damn, this is bad. I just knocked that thing into the palace. What if it ends up eating our sleeping beauty? Even if it doesn't, what if she ends up getting buried when the palace...
It's alright. I don't think there's any reason to worry.
Oh? And how can you be so sure?
Just a feeling, but a strong one. If I'm right about this, then the one in that palace has to be...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, that thing just got knocked back out of the palace. Whoa!
Good morning, everyone. I am the Daughter of Oden, and the eldest of the Valkyries. Once I was both a demigod and a goddess of old. In proper human history, my story and praises were sung in the Poetic Edda and the Volsunga Saga. I am an avenger who once loved Sigurd, only to end up taking his life followed by my own. I am Brunhilde, a heroic spirit.
Who better to take Sigurd out than his waifu? Who killed him in myth? And we're gonna make it happen because we're cold-blooded. Section 10, like the spring sunshine. Middle part. First arrow.
Our One-sama from proper human history is awakened. Sisters! Sisters! Come, my sisters who all share memories with me. My true sisters who have lived since ancient times, who never depended on the Queen's magical energy. I seek your counsel. Though our minds are linked, I wish to hear your voices. Uh-huh, I get it. Our One-sama has woken up. Shame. I had hoped she would just stay asleep forever. But now that she's awake, we need to do something about her. So what should we do? You know this could be a good opportunity. Yes, you may be right. This can't be happening. Our sister from proper human history should still be sleeping soundly in her safe haven. Yes, but the fact that she is awake now... The fact is that she is now awake, unfortunately. Then we will need to go greet her. Yes, there's no time to waste. Even if she is from proper human history, she is still our sister. She was the first Valkyrie, the one closest to the gods, and so she is the ultimate Valkyrie. Though we may all be demigods, her divine core is much closer to that of a true goddess than ours. We cannot afford for her to side with those humans. Yeah, you're right. We've got to go find her right now. We need to save her before it's too late. Having her remain with humans after she fell asleep in blissful ignorance would be cruel. Right. We should go greet her, and soon, even if she doesn't wish to see us. If Brunhilde intends to side with the humans from proper human history over our Scandinavia, we will need to show her how foolish that would be.
Oh, foe!
Oh, Ara! Ara, you're such an adorable little creature. Foe certainly seems to like her. Does that mean she's our ally? Maybe she's a heroic spirit without a master who happened to materialize in this Lostbelt, like Beowulf and Billy. She doesn't seem to have the same magical energy signature as this Lostbelt, so I'm inclined to think she really is the Brunhilde from proper human history. I had a feeling that might be the case when I first saw that burning palace. After all, a palace surrounded by fire appears in her legends.
She is a heroic spirit from Norse mythology, after all. She was an ex-Valkyrie and Sigurd's spouse, right?
Yes, exactly. I am also the one who killed him. That is why I am strong. Shield Maiden Mashkirielite, Gouda, I am prepared to devote myself body and soul to your journey to restore proper human history. That I am here in this Lostbelt means there is someone with whom I must do battle. The third goddess. I feel that may be something of an exaggeration. But even if it is, I am ready and willing to help you however I can, Gouda.
Thank you. We'd be glad to have you, Brunhilde.
On my name, I swear to you I will be of use.
Your eyes are the color of purple crystal. Gorgeous. You certainly are the eldest of the Valkyries. So those jaw-dropping looks of yours are thanks to the old gods making you themselves, huh? Thank you, old rulers of Scandinavia. Thank you for leaving such beauty in this world after you left. Now that I have come face to face with that beauty myself, I'm helpless to do anything but drink it in. I would love nothing more than to get to know you better, Brunhilde. Whoa, foe.
I'm sorry. You are the Emperor of France, yes? That is not what I meant when I said I would devote myself body and soul. I'm sorry.
Ooh la la, you are beautiful when you are flustered, too. Making beautiful women blush really is one of life's great pleasures for men, isn't it? No, wait, that may have sounded a little bad. Would you mind if I took that back, fair maiden?
Napoleon, I'm sorry to interrupt your attempts at flirting, but what about Ophelia? Didn't you already propose to her?
Ah, you've got me there, mademoiselle. You are right, my heart does belong to Ophelia. I may be a man of France, but I am also a man of Corsica. I think that may be why my spirit origin has these strange quirks.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it seems that once I materialize, I cannot help but look for a lover. No, seriously. Still, it's just the one. It's not like I'm going to go around hitting on everything that moves. And once I find my one true love, I can't help but profess love's virtues. It's a real burden, you know? Fo. Oh, I'm glad to hear you understand, Papa.
Just one?
That's right. Napoleon, the heroic spirit, only professes his love to one person per materialization.
Okay, but what about what you were just saying to Brunhilde?
Yeah, what happened to just the one? Whoa, hang on. I think you've got the wrong idea. That was no profession of love. I was merely being chivalrous. Just because I have found my true love here doesn't mean I'm immune to other women's charms. But it's still not the same as professing true love. Look, I'm a passionate guy, and sometimes I just can't help myself. Whatever I used to be like, that seems to at least be the case now. Fo. Easy there, doggo. I'm not actually a dog person, you know?
Didn't you say you were okay with dogs before?
Oh, oops. No, you've got me all wrong. It's not like I dislike them. It's just pugs I have trouble with ever since my beloved wife Josephine's just bit me out of nowhere. It took a real chunk out of me, too, so I've never really gotten on well with dogs since then.
Oh my, I didn't know that your Imperial Majesty was married. I see. That's wonderful to hear. What's more, you say you have eyes for someone named Ophelia right now.
Fo.
My, I see. Ana, I see. A woman named Ophelia. That won't do. No, that won't do at all. Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte, you have tried to deceive women. No, people in general, with love. That won't do at all.
Uh-oh. Oh la la, I can't believe it. I was only half serious. I never expected this beauty to turn her purple crystalline gaze on me so seriously. Does this mean... Your answer is oui, that you accept the love I have to offer you? If so, it would be uncouth of me to refuse. Oh, who cares if these two humans object?
Napoleon just tried to hug a pile of snow and now he's face down in it.
Fo!
Was that some sort of illusion? It does seem to be the case. It was magecraft intended to interfere with the target's sight. As an archer, Napoleon should be resistant to that sort of magecraft, and yet it still worked. My magecraft comes from primordial runes, power from the Age of Gods bestowed upon me by Odin himself. Primordial runes? That's the same kind of power that Skadi wields. That spell just now was far from the rune's full power. It was a tiny fraction at most. Even so, not even a powerful heroic spirit can easily resist the effects. Now, why don't we have the Emperor cool down for a bit? No doubt he was delirious from some terrible fever. Oh, I know! That must be what they call spring fever. I'm afraid not. True romance is no mere favor. It does not stop until you burst into flames. Besides, I really am sorry, but if a hero I'm sworn to love comes close to me, I may just end up killing him.
And bad news, chat. Napoleon is one of Brynhilder's beloved. Well, I guess his life is forfeit. Could be worse.
I see. Then Sigurd is here, as I suspected. Yes, that explains a great deal. Very well, now I understand what it is I must do. When I first materialized in this Lostbelt, I wandered it aimlessly without understanding why I was here. As I went around defeating the giants who attacked me, I was sealed away by my sisters, as well as a woman calling herself a cryptor. From then on, I remained asleep in the palace protected by a bounded field, modeled after those created by my father Odin, until you awoke me. Now at last I finally understand. Guda, I must apologize to you in advance. Should I do battle with Sigurd, I hope you will forgive me if I embarrass myself.
Oh?
Oh, when I see him, I'm quite certain I won't be able to restrain myself. I may even get so worked up that I can no longer speak, and my spear may grow larger so. I'll do my best to resist my urges, but the possibility remains that I may end up going into a rage like a berserker. So...
Got it. I'll be careful.
Understood, Brynhilder. It's great to have you on our side. Thank you.
Her spear will grow large and then she'll immediately jump his sword.
It's possible this Sigurd is not a servant from proper human history. He may not be the Sigurd I know, but someone else entirely with absolutely no knowledge of who I am. But even if that is the case, I'm sure that
I don't know if I agree with that, Mademoiselle Valkyrie. Shitonai said he might not belong to this lost belt, and I'm inclined to agree.
Napoleon! He's still got snow on his head.
This lost belt has been exactly the same ever since 1000 BC. It's a world basically designed by and for Skahaskadi. A world where the entire human population has been locked down for nearly 3,000 years. No one here has any desires intense enough to create an evil dragon like Fafnir for Sigurd to slay. What's more, there's no economy to stimulate desire. Hell, there's not even any concept of a nation-state. So that tells us something. Something about Sigurd besides whether he's from the Age of Gods or the AD era. At the very least, we know that in this Lost Belt, Sigurd would never have been born. Or even had he been, he could never have become a hero, as there could not have been an evil dragon for him to defeat. So there you have it.
So this is a world without heroes.
Except for you and me. For? No need to get all mopey about it, Pupper. Even if there aren't any heroes in this world, Brunhilde and I are still here. Not to mention your two human friends. Along with you, Duggo, and even that isn't all. That shadow border thing of yours is around somewhere too, right? A band of humans and heroic spirits all working together to restore humanity. Yeah, you're right. We really do need to contact them again.
I agree, Senpai. Even if we can't rendezvous with them, With them soon, we should at least update them on our situation.
It's been, what, 4 or 5 days since we first met? It's probably about time you brought your shield and armor in for a tune-up, mademoiselle. Since we've met up with the third goddess and all, now seems like a good time to head back. You said they were located around southern Sweden, right?
That's right. The border is parked in southern Sweden, near Norrköping. Norrköping.
I can't roll my R's.
I think we should be able to call them again if we return to Lake Vanern area.
That's near Village 23. Alright then, for the moment, let's head back to southern Sweden. Hey, Valkyrie lady, how are you at skiing? Don't worry at all if you're just starting out. I'd be more than happy to take you by the hand, hold your waist, and show you how it's done.
You are rather amusing, Emperor Napoleon. But I can't. I mustn't. I'm sorry. Please understand, it's extremely dangerous for a qualified hero to get too close to me.
Dangerous? Sounds thrilling. Don't worry, I'm perfectly delighted to risk my life for a beautiful woman. Oh? Foul?
Napoleon, does that mean for Ophelia you're also...
Of course.
At any rate, you were talking about skiing. No, I am not very skilled at it, but worry not, I am quite comfortable traversing the snow.
Foe!
Oh, hello. Are you sure that you wish to ride on my shoulder? The wind will be rather strong.
Foe. I see you have good taste in women, pupper. Alright then, let's get our new Grand Army underway. New Grand Army, moving out.
Right.
What if Foe is trying to teach Chinese, though, Minato? What if?
Whee!
Alright, where are we right now?
The old Skagerrak Strait. On a map from proper human history, this would be part of the sea.
Oh?
Oh, yes, Foe. This is the ocean, or at least it would be on a proper human history map.
But around here, it's nothing but frost, snow, and mountains as far as the eye can see, just like most of this Lost Belt.
We've also passed by lakes that are nothing more than snowfields now.
Guess that just means there's seawater and lakes underneath all this ice and snow. Seawater, in this particular case.
It's uncharted territory for both me and Senpai. This place is relatively warm. It was much chillier up around Jotunheimen.
Ah, yes, good point. Every bit of this Lost Belt is still covered with snow, but this area from Oslo up to Mount Guldhøpiggen had a lot of icy mountains as well. Now that you mention it, it was colder around there than it is here, but it still feels strange to call this area warm.
That's true. The word warm seems to have lost all meaning here.
Well said. Alright then, I have decided. While we are doing this, we might as well make a little pit stop. Pit stop? Something like that. Besides, I would like to find out as much information as we can. But since it's getting close to sunset, why don't we take a break right around here?
It's Napoleon, the MP Man. Hey everyone, the MP Man's back. Who's that pretty lady with you? Is she your mate? Maybe she's an envoy. She's so beautiful. She's got armor and a spear.
No, 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 no. She is not my maid. Then again, people in this Lost Belt don't have any concept of love or marriage, so I guess I understand the confusion. Hey! Hey now, kid, leave her alone. Can't you see you're bothering her?
Oh no, I don't mind. I quite like children. It's lovely to meet you, little ones. Would you like to play with me? Yay!
Are you sure?
Of course, this is no trouble at all. Besides, don't you need to speak with the adults?
Yeah, that I do. You're a real considerate lady, aren't you?
This place is...
It looks exactly like Village 23.
Napoleon said this was Village 67. But while the details are a bit different, the basic structure is exactly the same. I'd say that they're about 80% similar. I wonder if that was intentional. All that aside, they've been so welcoming to us. And just look how happy these children are. Hey, are you guys Mr. Napoleon's friends? Yes, I suppose you could say that. Then here, this is for you. Mr. Napoleon always plays with us when he visits, so we want to thank his friends too. Thank you. These flowers are very pretty. We all grow them together. Sorry they're not the special kind we save for the ordained day. No, please, don't be. I'm very happy to have them.
Whoa!
Whoa, what are you? Want to play tag?
Yeah, I know why we're doing this, but it's still hard.
Senpai.
Whoa, why the long faces, you two? This is your first time here meeting these people. Turn those frowns upside down. Traveling's meant to be fun.
Napoleon, do you think you could stop smacking Senpai on the back so hard?
Sorry, I didn't think it was that hard. Anyway, I asked around a bit, and it sounds like it's business as usual here. Nobody's seen any envoys flying around on patrol or heard anything about giants acting up. It looks like we're safe for the moment.
In that case, we should be able to get a very good night's sleep.
Yes, the only thing is, there's a bounded field here.
A bounded field?
It looks like a new one's been put up around the village's gate and surrounding walls. Brunhilde's the one who noticed it. Can't fool a primordial rune user.
With apologies to my presumptuousness. Yes, I've detected a bounded field besides the one Skaha Skadi put up to protect humans from giants in the cold. It's a powerful field designed to defend against outside enemies, like a great shield or an impenetrable fortress. I can't make out the exact spell type, but I do know it is magecraft on a level fitting the Age of Gods. If nothing else, I can tell you it is not based in runes, which would mean the Queen didn't make it.
Then, who did?
Yes, who could have done that? The only person who sided with the Lostbelt and uses non-rune magic is Ophelia. But that can't be right. Her specialty is summoning spells and not bounded fields. And Kindness didn't seem to possess a spirit origin that was particularly skilled at magecraft either. But then if neither of them did it, then who could have possibly...
It was Foe. Foe.
Oh, welcome back, Foe.
Oh well, mulling it over's not going to get us anywhere. Let's just take it easy here for the rest of the day, then pick things back up tomorrow. Aha! There you are! Whoa!
Director!
I knew I could do it if I tried. That didn't take long at all. Shadow Border here. I trust you can hear me.
Director, we got through again.
Don't be so surprised. It's a miraculous coincidence. I have no earthly idea how we got reconnected. In this case, my abundant charm played no part whatsoever. Oh, and incidentally, it seems we will only stay connected for a few seconds more at best. Whoa now, who is this pudgy guy? Is he that Gordolf you were telling me about?
I can't tell if I should be wary of him or not. Come on, old man, step on it. Tell him we just found out. Hurry.
Ah, yes, this is no time for formalities. Gouda, we have an emergency on our hands. The old Lake Vanern, a group of giants is headed towards the village where Gerda lives as we speak. There's no way a bunch of children and young adults can fight them off. If the giants force their way inside, they'll kill the whole lot.
Oh no!
Village 23, huh?
Master!
Fofo! One of our Mystic Code drones only just picked it up. I don't know where you are right now, but you need to get there double time and rescue them. That village may be useless to us as a source of new information now, but it could still easily serve as a base for our allies. You must protect it at all costs.
Alright, we need to go now, fast. Agreed. I cannot stand idly by as giants massacre children. That is not how a proper hero should fight.
Come on, the odds are against us making it there in time, but our grand army is nothing if not fast. Private Gouda is right. We move out at top speed right now.
We gotta save the kids.
You forgot to say hi to Abby.
Hi, Abby. We've made it to Village 23, Senpai.
Where are the giants? I don't see any outside. Are they already inside?
I'm afraid that's a definite possibility. The outer walls and gate all appear to be intact, but we still can't see what's happening around the fields. I don't like that we had to climb over the gate without permission, but this is an emergency.
Whoa! Whoa! I'm a little worn out after all that high-speed cross-country skiing, but I'll worry about that later. Still, I don't sense any giants around here.
Let us hurry. We should start by going to the village center.
Right. This is it, the center of the village.
I don't see any people out and about. Maybe they've holed up inside to stay safe. Or maybe we're already too late, but if we are...
I don't see any signs of a giant attack anywhere.
That's true. What's going on? Who's there? I thought I heard voices. You shouldn't be out this late. Maybe I'm not really in a position to say anything after I went outside the village, but... Gerda! That voice! Lady Mash, Lord Gouda, and that man from the Ordained Day. This is amazing. And you have another envoy with you today, too? Wait, if you're here, that must mean you stopped fighting with the other envoys. Oh, what a relief. I was so worried about you after that big fight you had. Hey, how did you get through the gate? It's so big and heavy that it takes several grown-ups to open. Oh, but we shouldn't be talking out here. We don't want to disturb anyone. Would you please come inside? I have some soup that I can heat up for you if you'd like. I bet you're really cold after being out there all night.
Gerda is an angel.
Oh, well...
Are we sure this village was attacked by giants? Hang on. This magical energy is calm and gentle. It definitely doesn't belong to a rampaging giant.
Oh. No one is hurt. That's all that matters. But I do have to wonder, why did that person from Caldia tell us giants were attacking? Gerda, do you mind if I ask you a question? I'm not sure if I'll be able to answer it well, since I don't know very many things, but yes. Did anything unusual happen in the village today, particularly from sunset until about now? Oh yes, that I do know about. Right before the sunset, a stranger came up to the gate from the outside. The grown-ups offered shelter from the cold, but the stranger just said, "No need for that, I'm not cold." But their clothes were all ragged and their face was hidden, so we were worried. We invited them inside again, but they just clicked their tongue and said, "I'm from Caldia, don't worry about me." After that, the stranger said a blessing for everyone in the village and just left. Senpai, did you hear that?
Strengthen the bounded field without showing their face, huh?
Yes, I believe there was someone else who claimed to be from Caldia in Russia as well. Oh, and Laura said she thought she's heard really loud footsteps. We usually never hear loud footsteps except for on the ordained day, so she wasn't sure if they belonged to giants or not. But she did say she thought she could hear them shortly before the stranger showed up.
I think I know what's going on. Those giants probably were on their way to Village 23, but this stranger must have driven them off. Which means we hurried all this way for nothing. I mean, it's great that no one was hurt, but... Whoa, fo-fo!
Thank you for the delicious soup, Gerda. It really warmed me up.
Thank you, Gerda. You're an angel.
I'm so glad that you liked it. It's Village 23's traditional fish soup recipe. Okay, now I'm going to go clean up. Please stay here and relax, Lady Mash. You too, Fo.
Fo-fo.
Oh, please don't worry about us, Gerda. Let us help you clean up. No, Lady Mash, you and Lord Gouda should relax. That's what guests are supposed to do. I remember hearing that in one of our legends. You know, it's amazing. I never thought I would actually get to entertain guests of my own someday. Please, enjoy your stay.
Soup really was yummy.
Yes, it really was.
Ah, good. You're both done eating. Perfect. This place might not be in danger of running out of food, but they're not exactly enjoying a surplus. Having them share what little they have with heroic spirits like us, who don't need to eat, well, I can't help but feel bad about that.
No worries, Napoleon. I explained that you and Brunhilde had already eaten earlier. So... Right. There is indeed a new bounded field around the outer walls and gate. It's the same as the one around Village 67. It's a powerful bounded field, but it isn't made from runes. Well, there is one thing that's slightly different.
It looks like the original bounded field had a small tear in it, probably from our fight with the envoys. I'm guessing that's what drew the giants here. So basically, someone else cleaned up the mess I made. Not only that, they did a brilliant job repairing the tear. Not so much as an ant could get in now.
Well, there really are not any ants outside of the village anyway.
Haha, good point. And how about you two? Any luck reaching the border?
I'm afraid not. I've tried several times, but I couldn't get through. Last time the connection was shaky, but we managed. However, now it seems impossible. Maybe it's the new bounded field.
That's possible. It's definitely possible. Did you all hear that?
Gerda, we're stepping out for a little bit. We'll be right back. Kay! Hi! I can sense them. There appears to be several giants wandering around near the village. Perhaps they still think there's a hole in the bounded field and do not know it was reinforced. They keep going around the same location in circles over and over. It's possible they may give up if we leave them be, but they also may not.
I guess whoever fixed up the bounded field missed a few. Fine by me. We'll just have to clean up the cleanup. Let's go. We don't want to worry the villagers about this. Right on. Then let's try to keep it quiet so we don't disturb their beauty sleep.
Understood.
Oops, I was just kidding, okay?
Yes, I am aware.
Man, you really are beautiful.
Please stop.
Your cold demeanor makes it even better. All right, my new grand army, onward to battle. Napoleon wants to be stepped on. Oh, of course, Abby would definitely play with Gerda. And they'd have a lovely time. I mean, at this point, might as well just pop this and use it. No, chat, Abby is a very good girl and she wouldn't do anything bad. You're thinking about Dabigail. Dabigail would engage in all sorts of debauchery. How many Sarasvati meltouts have we put these poor Lost Belt 2 people through? The answer is not enough.
We made it back inside the village without incident. I know I brought this up earlier too, but it just doesn't feel right jumping over the gate. It's a symbol of peace and protection for everyone in this village, after all.
Whoa. We servants are strong enough that we could just bust through it, bolt and all. If we pushed hard enough, but that would no doubt be a lot worse. Besides, you know, It would be weird for us to just come up and knock in the middle of the night after we picked a fight with the envoys. So if those are our choices, I don't have a problem sneaking in. I'm sorry I've been a bit cavalier about the sort of thing that my Grande Army... since my Grand Army days.
That's quite enough, Napoleon.
Oh, hey, right, sorry.
There you are. You were out for so long I started to worry. Are you alright? Are you cold?
I'm sorry to worry you. Everything's fine, we just went out for a bit of a walk, that's all.
A walk?
Oh, Fo!
Stop it, Fo, you're tickling me. Okay, settle down. I have to talk to Lady Mash. You see, I finally realized something.
Fo?
Lady Mash, between you, Mr. Napoleon, and the person who showed up outside the gate, I think I understand now. There are other people out there besides the envoys. Which means... you and Lord Gouda aren't really envoys after all, are you? I'm sorry, I've been wrong this whole time. But even if you aren't envoys, I still think you're great, Lady Mash. Things were so crazy during the ordained day that I never got to say that before. So I'm really glad that you came back, and that I got a chance to tell you. I feel so much better now. Thank you for coming to see me again, Lady Mash. You're welcome.
She's an angel and my heart feels heavy for what we must do. But I do believe we will end off there for tonight. Yes, I believe this is a good stopping point. Thank you all very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Lostbelt 2 is going along very quickly. We're going at a pretty good pace. So tune in next time for us to possibly end it, or at least get very close. Thanks again, everyone, and see you later.